What's up everyone, I'm Bill, I'm with Kalimoto TV. Welcome back to the channel. We have a silent track all to ourselves, and I am finally going to do a review on the MT-09. You guys have been asking for it, and I apologize, you know, it's kind of no excuse. We own this bike, and people have been asking us, why haven't we done the MT-09 review? Well, today's the day. Not only am I going to do the review, I'm going to do the review on track here at Buttonwillow Raceway. So here we go. The track is closed, and we have the MT-09 all to ourselves, guys. So let's quickly take a look around the bike and let's get geared up. Out on track, we're going to take a talk about the Machina suit later in another video, but I gotta tell you, I absolutely love this suit. It's a wonderful suit, but the MT-09 is what we're going to be reviewing. So let's get on it. Let's take a look at it, get on it, and let's get out there, man. I'm super excited to ride this thing and show you guys what it's got. Everybody, I'm so excited to do this review. Now, as you guys know, this is our trusty MT. We talk about it in all of our videos, and we have a lot of people that say, why haven't you done a review video? And it just hasn't been the right time. But we are here at Buttonwillow at Cali Track Days, and the track is closed. It's lunchtime, and I told Bogna, I says, you know what? I'm going to do a review on the MT-09 today because we absolutely love this bike. Absolutely love this bike. We've got just a few mods done to it, which we'll talk about when we get on track. But we love this bike, and we love this bike on and off the track. Now, we're riding on the Michelin Road 5s, and we talk about these a lot. These tires have about 5,000 miles already on them. And we're killing it. We're killing it. So let's get on this thing and talk about the different modes. Obviously, we have a mode selection here. Our mode button, which takes us through 3 different modes that we've got. We've got an A mode, a B mode, and a standard mode. We obviously ride in our A mode. And then over here, we've got our traction control, which takes us to our traction control 1, 2, 1, and I believe if you hold it, then we have traction control off. Actually, traction control and ABS would then be turned off. Okay, I'm gonna ride in traction control 1. We've got our headlights, our tail lights. Obviously, we have our lights unplugged, hazard lights, and our start-stop flashers ready to go. So let's get this thing. Let's see, we're in gear, so let's get it. Now we talk about how annoying this bike is because it's so loud. I have to give a huge shout out to Mark at Two Bros. Mark, thank you for setting us up with the exhaust on this. So the engine modifications we have on this bike right now is simply exhaust and air filter, BMC race filter and exhaust. It has not been tuned quite yet, so we're kind of waiting to do that. But let's get on track. Let's see how this thing does. You guys have seen me out on track on this, so I'm sure it's nothing new. But let's go ahead and get going. So get some heat in the tires and crackle, 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 crackle. God, I love this bike. So we've got a track all to ourselves, guys. It's just me and you. And guess what? I know how to shift because we're running a GP shift on this. So we're running counterclockwise and we're running a little bit different direction. But we won't talk about the track today. We're going to talk about the performance of this bike and why we absolutely love this bike, and why the MT-09 might be one of the best bikes we own. First of all, listen to that thing. The thing absolutely screams. It's just amazing sound, and the handling I won't complain about. Now, we've got a lot of people that talk about the suspension on this and the shocks and whatnot, and I think that at some point we could probably upgrade the suspension, but this is a 2018 MT-09, so we do have the adjustable suspension, so that's very nice. But what's even nicer with this is the rear shock is adjustable, and that's like the big mod that people do to these in the older FC07s. You know, I come from riding, I can ride anything, stock suspension, old suspension, new suspension, it doesn't matter. I can ride pretty much anything. I'm sure it feels better with better suspension. Bogna is the type of person that she can tell if the PSI is 2 or 1 PSI off. I don't know. She also is real big on suspension, and she's big on the adjustment of suspension. And she feels like this thing could use some more suspension. So I'll go with it. But I don't mind it. If this is your first bike or your second, you know, you're kind of like, get behind this nice windshield we've got. Woo. So if you've got, you know, if this is your first bike, this is a great, maybe second bike. If you're looking at any MT-07 or the 09 and it's your first bike, go to the 7. Take the 7. Second bike, you're gonna love this bike. Wagner commutes on this bike. She absolutely loves to commute on this bike. So if you guys are commuters, you'll love it. Now, we have attracted here at Cali Track Days a huge amount of MT and FC riders. We use this in a lot of our marketing materials, so I think a lot of people see that we're riding this and they're comfortable with it. I think today we're May 20th today, and I'll say that we probably have a half dozen MT style bikes. Plus we've got some Gixxers and or some, you know, some GS 1000s. I think that's correct. We also have some S1000Rs. So we've got quite a few different style bikes. So on track, this thing's great. Bogna loves it for her commute. So the electronics is a little funny with the electronics. So when we had the original tires that this thing came with, stock, off the showroom floor, I had a lot of traction control and ABS lights coming on. And I don't know if you guys have seen them. See if we can get that ABS light to come on. I mean, there we go. Nope, that's the eco mode. So, you know, this corner really throws me off. Sorry. These Road 5s are something else. We love these tires. I love these tires and the miles that we're getting out of these tires. So let's get down the straight. Hear the roar of this thing. I broke a little early for that. Let's try to brake a little bit later next time. But the Road 5s really are amazing tires on this bike. I think Yamaha should put the Road 5s on there straight from the showroom. Let's talk about some bads about this bike. I really wish we had a damper on this bike. I think we will probably add one at some point, but I wish we had a damper. You can see the front wiggles a little bit more to my liking. Now, for you, you may not notice it as much, but this thing's a wheelie monster, and because of so, it really keeps the front end light. So because of that, the damper would be nice, especially in the city. Because we're able to keep this bike a little bit, the front end a little bit more pointed forward. So I think you guys would enjoy a damper if you guys are on and off the track. I think getting a damper would be beneficial. Outside that, you know, adding the BMC race filter and this exhaust. Did I mention how much we love this Two Bros exhaust? It's super, super awesome. But anyways, I'm not sure that there's much more that we wanted to do to this bike, because the bike is just so refined itself. Like, we've just not had a need to really do much to it. So let's get back down the straight and let's try to brake a little bit later, and let's watch the gauge cluster, and let me see if I can get that ABS light to come on. And see, the ABS light doesn't come on, so these tires are working correctly. Now, you see we have added, this is a power bronze windscreen. You're gonna want the windscreen. If you're doing any commuting at all, you're gonna want to add this windscreen on. But like I said, outside that, there hasn't been much more that we've done or wanted to do to this bike, guys. Wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the ride real quick. I'm gonna get on this real quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy the ride. So let's go ahead and take a lap, and let's just for kicks, I'm gonna kick up the traction control to traction control number 2, and I'm gonna go mode B. So I'm turning it all down for you guys, just to kind of show you that we still got a wonderful bike. Wonderful bike. Now we are running GP shift. For the GP shift, guys, we had to make some quick modifications for the shifter. Nothing major, just had to cut the frame. You can hear the traction control kicking in on that B mode. it's like it's dragging the clutch. So we thought that we had a clutch slipping problem, and I think we realized that the problem we were having is the traction control was coming in. So you can see the traction control flashing. It's not giving us as much. It's not allowing us to do as much. So we've got more traction control going on and more ABS. I can feel the ABS in the lever now. Traction control on. And you're gonna probably see the traction control a little bit more flash out here when we get around Riverside and onto the throttle through the bus stop. You'll see that light go back on. We accelerate out through here. There you go. It's not, it doesn't feel unstable at all. What a beautiful ride. God, I just love doing these middle of the day rides, lunchtime. Now, I didn't have anybody take me up on my offer after Daryl's customer ride. Now, I do customer rides. If you want me to ride your bike, if you're stupid enough to let me ride your crazy custom bike, shoot me an email, calimototv@gmail.com, and say, hey Bill, I'm crazy enough to let you ride my bike out here at Buttonwillow at lunch. Cali Track Days will supply you with a free track day, and we will do this on your bike. So if you're interested, shoot me an email. But that's our ride. That's our ride. Lunch is almost over. How was that, guys? The 2018 MT-09, the trusty 09, which we absolutely love. Let's get off this thing and do one quick walk around. There's Bogna. She's like, so let's take a quick look. Oh, so there's the quick shifter. We did have to cut the frame. I wasn't joking. So we had to cut it just a little bit to make that GP shift work. But the MT-09, and look at these tires, wearing very nicely. Michelin Mode 5s, the MT-09. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. Cali Moto TV, Cali Track Days. Thanks everybody. Smash that subscribe button and that like button. Leave me a comment below. And if you want to come out to Buttonwillow, and if you want to let me ride your custom street bike, shoot me an email and we'll get you taken care of. But till then, till next video, thanks guys. See you then.